Last time on the Reclamation, the party headed out to Skall to see what was there and to prepare for the tournament. Upon arrival, they were met with a couple of odd folks, the Odd Brothers, as Maelthorin played some rock, paper, scissors with them, and they found out that they were already entered to the tournament, as well as a couple of teams from Astrafeld, Saren's homeland, are in for this tournament. In the couple days to come, the party went shopping, getting armor made out of the mithril that they found in the caves, and putting an order in on some magical arrows. Saren went back to the church and tried to speak with his ancestor, in which he did. And after some conversing, it seems like a certain person that was thought to be long gone may be back. And now the party decides what to do with the remainder of their month and a half before the tournament.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel. Help! Help!
Yeah.
I'm having
Sabas?
a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
We turned the
computer on. What's up?
Timmy's mom's hot.
We kick back up in the morning of your second day there. The wagon leaves the next day, but you have today to decide if you're going to stay or leave a little bit early. What is the remnants doing?
I thought we decided to leave. I'm sorry. Before we get into character, I thought we decided to leave.
Well, you did, but there was the talk of waiting for the wagon. So
Yeah.
Right.
There was a wagon train that we would help kind of be with them and guarding them.
Okay.
Isn't that correct?
I don't remember. I don't
Do a
remember
caravan
making
with
a
them,
decision on
yes.
that. So, but that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Wait, what are we
I
guarding?
think we talked about it, but it was
there was no
we didn't make
guarding.
a
It was
decision.
just if you guys wanted to tag along with them, and you guys are like, "Oh yeah, we
Right.
can like advertise that we're here to guard them."
We're here to go.
You know, because just in case, you got some pretty capable fighters. and-
Anything
I
for
mean,
a
future
free
champions
passage.
of the Skall tournament, like, we're pretty popular.
We're kind of a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad.
We
so.
almost killed the centipede in another dimension.
Yeah, you guys wake up the next morning. If you would like, we can. If you don't have anything left to do in town, we can just skip ahead. If you guys plan on taking the wagon, or well, if there's anything left in town, the day is yours.
there anything you guys have plans in town? Anything else you need to order? I think you already ordered everything.
Did any magic friends need to spend more time with the wizard or anything? Or at the
okay.
church?
I don't need no more time.
Did I
Pull up that map.
by chance order some? I forget.
You ordered
fire.
arrows.
You ordered arrows.
Yeah, arrows. I think I got fire and lightning. Didn't I order them?
You just got
You got fire and ice. I got lightning.
Just fire. There's
Oh,
only
fire
fire
and ice.
and lightning. You got fire.
Oh,
And
yes,
I
you got the
ordered some
material.
ice ones. Right?
He
And I
doesn't
think the
have
guys needed.
he doesn't have the material to make ice ones right now, but he said that he could go find some after the tournament and see if he can make some for you.
Yeah. So I thought.
Good answer. Good
Okay, so yeah, I'm good myself. If you guys need to stick around any longer, I'll stick around with you. But otherwise, I'm ready to go.
I would hope you'd stick around.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm also good. Let's go. I'm ready.
So we
Yeah.
skip to the last day of Shoru, entering the last day of fall. And you guys wake up in the
The
morning.
night's getting cold.
Make your way over to where the caravan was about to set out, and you see they have some boxes that are labeled like armor or weapons or whatever was ordered by Violet Hall to be made in preparation for this tournament. And they have there are 2 people on this caravan. There's going to be one going during the day and one going during the night. That way they paid the money for the basically next day shipping, so they're going day and night.
What the fuck?
Yep, we
Going.
don't like this
Did they order it on the internet?
It's actually called the Holocron. I'm sorry.
The hologram. So with the caras running day and night, the trip between Skall and Violet Hall is going to take a week and a half.
Week and a half? Is that what we said?
Sorry, a week.
And how many?
A
And
week.
how long do we have to get back to there again?
You would have a whole month to get back.
A whole month. Okay, so a week and a half. We spend half a week there, then come back.
It's only going to be I misspoke. It's only going to be a week to get there.
Okay.
By going
So a
day
week
and
there,
night.
And that's
a
if we
week to
can't
do our
talk.
thing there, and to get back to make sure we're on time.
That's if we can't talk the Lord into giving us a caravan on the way back.
That
Right.
too.
Yeah. I mean, we're one of 2 champion teams from Violet Hall. I mean, he's got to respect that.
We're the best.
Around.
There was there was also talk of you guys only being there for half the trip, stopping in Astrafeld and then walking the rest
Right.
of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That was an
Especially,
option. You guys
especially if we
mentioned.
get a carriage of some sort. We'll have plenty of time to stop in Astrafeld. I still like that plan.
I do too.
Because Astrafeld has their own team of champions, right?
They also have 2 teams coming in for this
2
tournament.
teams. Yeah,
Yep.
we gotta scout that out. Saren, I know you got some intel. Once we find out who it is.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Lazy hole.
So-
trying to act like he has a cold.
I do. It's been developing over today.
It does.
So with the caravan and as well as the main roads being basically completely safe, it very easy with the travel day and night. You get there in just 3 days. So we skip to Kosha 3, the 3rd day of
That's
Kosha,
kosher.
and it is a Sunday. You guys, they kind of go through. They're going around the woods. It's about I wouldn't say like early morning. It's closer to midday, about like 10 a.m. ish when you guys hop off the caravan. It takes you, at this point, now that the fog's lifted, only about 30 minutes to make your way through the woods and reach the town of Astrafeld. And you see
All right.
the first thing that you guys see from the direction that you enter the city is there is a lot of it's very lively in the town. You see a lot of people are helping train. They're kind of getting like things kind of back. You see a couple of people coming back with some food. They went out to the woods and hunted. But another big thing that you see, or should I say what you don't see, is the tower.
Oh.
You guys are walking into town and you look over and the tower is just crumpled.
Guys, what happened while we were gone?
We were gone for what, a month-ish?
Was there a battle here? The whole other buildings have been destroyed too.
You see over at that long table, you see Saren's father, who is currently getting what seems to be lunch prepared for everybody. And as you kind of say that, he kind of like nods his head over and looks over. Saren, my boy.
My boy.
Hi, Dad.
He walks over and gives you a hug and gives everyone else a handshake. What? Well, what brings you guys back? Didn't think we'd see you before the tournament.
Yeah, about that. What is going? You're in the tournament?
We are. Since we have now open communication again, we were able to talk with Lord Carvin and the High Wizard and Ogre Rum, and we were able to, as a last minute, get a couple of teams in. Thought it would be nice to get reacquainted with, home.
That makes sense. Who's going?
And you see, when he went out to like greet you guys, there's a tree about like 5 feet away, and an arrow shoots past all of you and just dings the tree. As you look over and you see Roland. He's like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Take the arrow out of the tree and go. If you need some help, I can give you some pointers.
And he grabs it, looks at you, and winks. He's like, "I don't tend to miss my shots."
Thank you for missing your shot.
The drama.
You see, behind Roland is Nira, Roland's brother and sister-in-law, and your sister, Saren. We are one of the teams. And you see, there's a group of just there's a group of some of the other younger, about the same age as you guys, and they're our second team over there. But yes, we are competing. And you see a little Nutty runs up your shoulder,
Nutty
Saren, and
Hey, buddy.
kind of gives you a playful like growl, like I'm gonna get you at the tournament.
I'm gonna get you. You're gonna give me this truth here.
Who'd you do it? I love
Lila, is this okay? Are you good with this?
She kind of plays a tune on her lute as you start seeing like illusory images around you that kind of spook you a bit.
Okay.
And she's kind of like, "Oh, I am more than prepared."
Okay. I'm only a little concerned.
You know, I'm partially scared, but I'm kind of excited.
I think you were a little off key.
I'm gonna go up to
You-
Lila.
Need to tweak it a little.
I'm gonna kind of bow to her. Madame,
What'd you
the
call
way
her?
you were before,
Who's the one that she knocked over?
being so happy even though you were sad, showing people, getting everyone motivated because of the pain that was going around this area. You were keeping everybody's spirits up. You won my heart.
Where's he going?
But in the competitions, I gotta fight for. I gotta fight. So I hope don't get upset with me because of that.
I look over and I just say, "This is why we took the stone away from him. The writing thing, gee, Christmas."
She kind of takes a second, looks back at her party, and goes, "You're gonna need all the help that you can get if you come across us."
I look forward to it.
You see Roland.
Playing-
You see Roland twirls his daggers in his hand. You see Nira's eyes kind of go to like a bright green for a second. And you see both Roland's brother and sister-in-law both pull out dual swords, and they just kind of all stance up.
And I
Like
stand there
like
and I look at this.
Ginyu
My tail goes up and starts quivering. Like, ooh, I'm excited.
That's new.
Can't wait.
You're a weird one.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
I've been pretty much a loner most of my life.
If I didn't know any better, I have the feeling that you want to try us out right now. That feels like a battle stance to me.
Oh no,
hold
this
on.
is
We
just
gotta wait
our
till the
this
tournament.
is
We
this
gotta
is
wait
just
till
our
the tournament.
pose.
Mm-hmm.
I like your pose.
Anyways.
I'm gonna go grab an apple.
You see Roland throws one of his daggers up to the same tree where he shot his arrow, and you see an apple just falls onto your head.
Okay.
Yeah. Save it for
Okay,
Skall.
All right. It's a little show offy. But okay.
Give me a dex check. Give me a dex check.
Yeah, okay, you're not gonna make him roll to hit the apple, but you're gonna make me dex check. Okay,
He
plan
rolled
to
like
pretend
5
my
minutes ago. You didn't
ass.
see him? He's got this plan.
Flat dex or dexterity saving throw or
Actually, no. It would
What do
be
you
more.
want?
It would be more of an athletics. I guess not just a dex check. It would be more like an athletics.
Can you make an Isaac Newton save?
I want to do something real fast.
Uh-oh.
Just-
Let him cook.
16.
Yeah, you grab it before it even hits your head.
No, too late. Okay.
Ooh,
Never
not-
mind. I won't do what I was planning on doing then.
It's not ripe. It wasn't ripe. Like, set it on the ground.
Well, you're just in. This is Saren's father. Well, you are just in time for lunch. Please, we made more than enough.
Okay.
Hey, you can explain what happened to the tower while we eat.
Yeah. More importantly.
As he kind of starts to pour into a bowl, he goes, I wish I could explain. Overnight, it just seemed to collapse.
Oh, you didn't do this on purpose?
No, we were hoping to use it for how there was things in there that we wanted to like look at, but
Sounds like some leftover magic. Meanville?
could have been. We didn't see anybody. At least the guards that night didn't say that there was anybody around the area.
How soon
I got a question.
after? Like, when did this happen?
This was just
like
4 days ago.
hmm.
I got a question.
Timing is weird.
All those victims that were still in there, were they still in there? The ones that were in cages?
No, they, and you see where the field around the tower, you just see multiple headstones. Unfortunately, none of them could have been saved from what was done to them. So they all, except for the one that was out of mind, they all wanted it. They didn't want to suffer from it. So we gave them what they needed.
Okay, so they won't come back. I was just worried about them somehow being transported.
Escaping.
You
You said that
guys,
none of them, those with the blue liquid in their veins, none of them recovered at all?
they either didn't recover or didn't want to continue.
Okay.
Any of them that could have been recoverable, we didn't even have the means to do so, but we're still trying to figure out that formula that you guys gave us. We did send copies of the papers magically over to Violet Hall, and they have people researching it, but we haven't gotten anything back yet.
Who originally found those? Was that
I think
Marcus's?
Mhm.
And he couldn't understand them at the time?
Not all of it. I mean, there was some like stuff with some of the like in material, like with the herbs and stuff that he could from his experience, but there's a lot of alchemical equations that he couldn't quite grasp.
I was like, Saren, would you want to look at all those papers again and see if you can figure them out now that you've talked to your great grandma who?
I can see if anything that we've picked up along the way can help now. And who's got the stuff now? We can take a look and try to help.
Oh yeah, they are in our study.
All right, let's go take a look.
And how long are we going to be here? Are we still with the caravan going to
the caravan's gone. You guys.
Okay. We just stayed here. Okay, we just left them.
Yeah,
All right.
caravan doesn't stop.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys head to the study where you see your mother is kind of there, kind of looking over some notes. You see this notebook is her battle formations, a lot of battle strategies, and she looks up. She's like, "Oh," and closes the book. Don't want the enemy to get our strategies now. And she kind of gives you a wink and brings you in for a kiss on the cheek and a hug.
Wait, you too?
Oh, I'm just like the party manager. I am not fighting.
That managing you can do. Okay.
The leaders of the towns can't participate, but we sure can guide.
Okay.
That's all right, Mother. We understand.
I am not your mother, but I appreciate the sentiments anyways.
That's funny.
So, what have you found out about what we found?
We kind of gathered how the herbs and stuff in the formulas work, but adding in all the alchemicals, we're looking. We send it up to Violet Hall. They have more people that are on the alchemic side. We're more of the natural side. We were able to figure out half the puzzle, but we still don't have the other half.
Okay. So you have a contact? Maybe we can meet up with them when we go over.
Yes, Lord Carvin.
Oh.
All right.
He's got some of his higher mages doing their research with the alchemist.
That makes sense. He is trying to find out everything he can about the blue.
The blue.
Yes, we did receive in yesterday's meeting, and your father goes, "Oh, I was just about to tell him this. There was a report on the shores of Violet Hall that the blue creatures seem to have learned to swim. They
Lovely.
They were caught and taken care of easily. It seems to be, by the way that the notes seem, that they were working on this, but it was a very early prototype, but these things were covered in gills. They didn't even look human anymore, or whatever they were in their previous life."
It's pretty strong to swim through the icy waters.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
That's not concerning.
What was their flesh like? Was it skin? Was it skills?
It was still a skin-like. It was a little slimier. They have a full detailed report. They should by now. They were just getting to do a autopsy when we received the word.
How long was the distance between
The island and the
island and the mainland? Quite a Quite a bit of
Right,
distance, no?
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, they are undead.
Maelthorin took a boat, right?
They don't lose energy like we do.
They take a
Oh,
walk.
I'm more concerned about how long it would have taken them to get here, which means that they would have already
And they're
mutated.
guild. They're guild, so they're finding some kind of a sea creature apparently.
That's what?
They're guild, so they can swim underwater.
I understand that part. The part I'm referring to is that they've been mutated for a long enough time. If they've traveled that distance and are showing up now, like they've been mutating for a long time. These are probably the earlier iterations. If they keep on changing the way that they are.
That's true, but one thing you gotta remember, they are undead. They can constantly swim without having to take a break. And if they're do they have like web feet at all, or are they still
No,
the
their
web
body
fingers?
structure seemed to be that of just a regular person.
Also no web fingers or anything? Okay.
Not that they reported.
Hmm.
Even if they had all of these extra, amphibian features, we're still talking days of travel, right? On a boat. Versus, them physically traversing the sea through the waves, through the other monsters and the other creatures that plague it. Like, that is a significant time. My only concern is that there are, in fact, dozens, if not hundreds more, and those that continue to mutate. Some other mastermind behind this that is accelerating their de-evolution into madness.
As if they were testing.
For a while.
Hawthorne, does that sound like something they'd be doing over there?
Be able to swim that far away. And so this had been created before we even fought our first things. For them to swim that far.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you said, how long was the trip by boat?
By boat, I'm told that it's about a week and a half.
Swimming time, even though they could go day and night without stopping.
Also, I mean, for what purpose? Like, why would you send rogue creatures to just go? Why? Yeah, it's not calculated, or is it? That's. Is it just one or two that you've noticed stragglers? What is the? Why would only a few show? As opposed to an army at all at once. If they could swim for forever, why only send a few at a time?
I mean, they could have been sent. They also could have escaped experiments.
They seem lured to anything in particular.
No,
My mentor Hugh once told me about countries setting off just to experiment, so they understand the bettering the next ones up of whatever they're doing. In order to attack somebody, they just send out a few at first just to test it, to see how it is, and then once they know how strong the other team is, they'll bring in someone even stronger. So maybe this is just a testing to see if they can get across the water.
I guess we can investigate when we get there.
Yeah. I'm concerned that there are more ploys to this. This doesn't seem like a haphazard effort to simply let a few get loose. Right? If when you're talking about the destruction of the world.
I would say that.
So who knows what they have on the other side already still. If they're testing some out right now.
I would also say that the reasons why you experiment on humans is very up in the air to the will of the person. So while they might be trying for what we think is good, as you said, kind of like to try it, they might just be trying to play and expand their knowledge. So.
Yeah, I'm sure if you guys are heading to Violet Hall, they will definitely have an update for you there.
Okay.
To be safe,
Web feet.
if they are able to transform like this, I hate to say this, but trust nothing. You know, look to the skies. You are all very, very competent hunters and have protected yourself for long times, but you guys have just been freed. I'd hate to see you be plagued by the same monsters again.
Oh, speaking of which, have you seen a hooded figure dropping books?
Appearing, disappearing.
Was it Biblioteca? Book?
A biblioteca. We were told to keep an eye out for a figure of such, but we haven't had any reports.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure that he is
for-
dangerous, but something weird is
Yeah.
happening.
Out for stealing, potential murder.
You're not for sure.
We don't know anything really.
It's been in the areas of some issues, but we're not for sure if he's the cause of those issues or if he's just happenstance to show up at the wrong time.
Can't confirm nor deny.
He bamboozled us.
Biblioboozled.
Not biblioboozled.
You just got biblioboozled.
Give me his new catchphrase.
Well, if you guys are looking into him, you also be careful. Do you know how long you plan on staying?
We don't have much
Shortly
time.
here,
It's gonna take it's gonna
we
take
just
some time
want
to
to-
get back.
Yeah. But we'll definitely meet you guys over in Skall.
Yeah, absolutely. She looks outside. It's still pretty early if you guys wanted to head out, but now that the town is somewhat safe, people have kind of stayed in their own homes, so we have plenty of space if you guys need a night.
And be appreciated.
What time of the day are we at?
I mean, you haven't been talking for too long. At this point, it's probably like early afternoon.
And how far away is do we have to go? How many more days?
Violet Hall, now that the path is safe, since you guys kind of walked it before and kind of been through the forest, only about a week. It was about a week and a half initially.
I'll take a day. I'll take a day rest here.
We can afford it.
I did have some.
Okay, a week and a half. Hold. Okay, wait a minute.
So
So
your
we only
first,
have like a month. We only have a month left, right?
yes.
From where we're at, or is it 3 weeks?
So from where you're at, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna take us a week and a half to walk that.
A week.
A week.
So
So that leaves us.
Your first time traveling here was a week and a half because it was unknown territory as well as
Right.
trying
Yeah.
to go through the forest. You don't have to worry about that now. You guys spent.
Oh shoot! Are we gonna have time?
Yes.
Because how long will it take from Valhall to get to there?
A boat?
To Skall.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thinking of something else. Sorry. Sorry.
Well,
Boat.
you have
Boat?
you have been told that there is a caravan for the teams participating, so
Yeah.
it will
I
only
meant
take
wagon.
a week and a half.
Okay. Hopefully that caravan's there.
Yep, and barring any side quest shenanigans that get sprung upon us.
Worst case,
Let's find the tentative, right?
The DM smiles like,
I did have some questions regarding faith. If I could take your ear, maybe later tonight or sometime tomorrow morning.
I can do what I can, but if you're on the same boat of Saren, I'm not much of a divinity as much as
Sometimes
we are in
it's
nature.
more of the trustful shoulder is what I'm looking for, not so much as the preacher. I guess is what I'm asking.
Absolutely.
If that's okay.
Any friend of Saren's is a friend of the family.
I appreciate that.
I'll take
I'll
care
leave
of
you
you.
for now.
But yeah, I mean, if there is
Great.
not a whole lot left to do, we can fast forward a bit to Sabas. You walk back into the study later that night, and you see both the parents. They're kind of just scribbling down some notes. They seem to be kind of trying to catch up on the last few months that they couldn't really keep a good inventory stock on things, and they just kind of snap their fingers, and you see some roots from the tree that this house is built into kind of come out of the floorboards and make a chair.
Thank you. I'd hate to ask. This is kind of. I wasn't entirely truthful before. What I'm about to ask of both of you is pretty sensitive. There isn't anyone else listening, is there?
They look around, and you see as they look around, Saren's father, his eyes white over, and he kind of takes a glance. It's clear in here.
I was captured by the old wizard from your guys' tower, from the tower that haunted you all. And I am among those that was experimented on. I've noticed once or twice a change in my feelings. Kind of an unrelenting feeling. There's so much going on in my head and in my heart. I'm not sure which part of me is a drug-addled experiment, which part of me is who I was before I landed here, and which part of me, I don't know what I am. But I know I don't want to hurt my friends. No, son. And when you told me that none of them could be saved, I wonder if I'm one of them.
You see his mother kind of gives you an endearing look, and do you still hope to see a brighter tomorrow? Do you see yourself winning over this infection, this substance that was forcefully put onto you?
I think one day I will lose control, despite not wanting to. And I can't hurt my friends. So I need to do whatever I can to make sure that they're okay.
You see they exchange a look, and father picks up, and you as well. Being in a party ourselves, if there's one thing that was made clear, was your party is meant to pick you up when you are down. Meant to help even if you don't want it. They weren't able to be saved because they didn't want to.
It's not too late.
It's never too late. We are looking for the cure. And judging by the way that you look, I don't even see a blue vein popping out on you. You weren't captured for long.
I can feel it. It's
Probably
like bubbling under my skin.
It's probably the withdrawals.
I've been so irritable.
When faced with a foreign power, as we've seen this thing do to others, you have but 3 options. You can accept it and morph it into your own. You can cure it and be rid of it. Or you can let your heart and your soul succumb to it. My son does not pick friends that can't handle themselves. You've seen what we have here. You've seen Roland. You've seen Nira. Saren knows how to pick his friends. For better, for worse, he sees the good in people, even those who don't deserve it. But you are one that deserves it. I've seen what you've done for us. Sure, you might, from time to time, lose control, but at that point, you will have to trust in them to bring you back to control. That's what parties are for.
Okay. I think I understand. And thank you. Sometimes You're right. I should be sure. Trusted these people with my life. What's one more secret? If you do find out more about that cure, you'll tell me.
Either I or Lord Carvin himself.
I don't know much of that man. I know he's helped the rest of them a great deal, but it would mean more coming from you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Sabas will leave the house.
As you open up the door, his father pipes up one more time. Sabas Grimdar of the Remnants. That's who you are.
Like glance over his shoulder and give like a deep nod. And I'll walk out.
Door shuts and
Go back to camp like nothing happened.
well, I mean, you all are sleeping in this house.
Yep. Oh fuck! Why'd I leave?
Why'd I leave?
Light walk.
Rephrase that.
Just around the
Rephrase that.
block. Just nighttime breeze. Just taking deep breaths. Don't show the tears. It's all good.
Were we all just like ears to the wall the whole time? It's secretly. Why did I leave?
Yeah, morning comes. It is now Monday, Kosha 4th. You have a week's travel ahead of you to get back to Violet Hall. So yeah, we're going to, for the sake of travel, stick to the usual route. There is nothing to bother you. We go, let's see, it would be a week.
Does anyone want to take a beach day? for good old times.
Beach party.
Sounds like a good idea. You know what? Sabas has not been a part of this before.
Yeah.
Really?
Before we get there,
Can we play rock ball?
so it'll take out of the 7-day trip. It takes 5 days to get there to that area you're talking about, and 4 days in, on the 7th, that's when you guys come across the caravan on their way back. They give you a wave, and you see one of them shout back, watch out up ahead. There's a weird guy on a hill.
What's weird about it? The guy or the hill?
Is this the guy? That
I don't know.
yelled?
I've just never seen somebody out in the cold on a hill before like that. He was just kind of like levitating there.
Like in Violet Hall or at the beach?
No, not in Violet Hall.
On the way to Violet Hall.
Mhm.
Where?
So is this right where we normally had our hacky sack?
No, this is
No?
This is the day before you would reach that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you guys keep on the trail, and indeed you see a figure with his legs crossed, levitating about 3 feet up in the air at the top of this hill. And you kind of see as you're like kind of walking, it's not quite snowing yet. We haven't gotten to this. Just started winter. It has no snow has really fallen. And it's, you know, there was a little bit of rain over the course of your travel, but it seems that like the ground does feel a little bit muddy in this area. And this figure, you hear a book close, and he uncrosses his legs to stand, takes his hood off, and as he turns around for a split second, Sabas and Maelthorin, this face, you recognize the face. The same person that bumped into you on your way back from Astrafeld. The same person that is being accused for stealing and murder. But in that split second, all of you see your eyes, it's like, it's not natural. Your eye kind of, it like glitches, it kind of like shakes, and all of a sudden it is pure night. You see not Biblioteca, you see a figure completely shadowed over with bright purple eyes, and you see long curled ears, and above him you see a giant star that's outlined in red. And then your vision glitches again and you're back, it's day, and you see Biblio.
We gotta. It's Biblio. Let's go get him. This is bullshit.
I'm gonna say, wait, hold on. Let's talk.
I'm preparing to cast a magic missile.
Let's
Son of a
figure
bitch.
out the story.
Yeah, we'll figure out the story after I cast a magic missile.
The only story here is the revival of our deity.
Yep, he's
And
crazy.
you all stand in our way.
And who is your deity?
Our.
The guy with the letter.
I think you.
Well, how do you know we stand in his way if we don't even know who your deity is?
Biblioteca.
You found the city.
Hmm.
You know damn well what I'm referring to. And his eyes shift directly to Saren, the little boy who got mommy's protection.
Hmm.
You don't talk about his mama.
You were supposed to be mine, so I could spite that wretched bitch who put me into the ground.
Oh yeah, this shit ain't happening now. I'm preparing magic missile right as we speak. I got fucking all of them ready to go.
I will pull up the map.
I'll take the 28.
Well, funny that you try to hide. What are you trying to hide behind?
I have my characters around me. She looked away from me and looked at him. That's why I thought I could hide.
Are we really saying you're gonna hide behind
I mean,
us?
he
Is that what
looked
you're
at
saying?
Saren, but he still has like
He's a small
peripheral. He's
guy.
still a person.
Oh, okay.
As you guys, specifically Maelthorin and Dubbager, seem to make movements, he kind of snaps his fingers, and the reason why the ground was so mushy that you didn't notice is out of the ground 4 mud methods spring up around you.
Sorry, did we get the map?
I fucking hate mud methods, you bastard.
Well, there goes all benefit of the doubt that I had for fucking
Every last bit.
that douche.
He called her a bad name.
He did.
Yeah.
I got magic missiles literally floating around me, ready to cast. That's what I'm waiting for.
In this moment, before anything else happens, after hearing that phrase and hearing those words, Saren, I need you to give me a intelligence check. And we're going to say, since it was rather recent, do it with advantage.
12.
Easy enough. When you try to understand what he means, what he's talking about, some of the pieces start to fit in place. The black star with the red outline. The protection is not about your mom. It is about your ancestor. And in this moment, you can piece together that this isn't Biblio anymore. The person inhabiting this body is Brariel. The one that your ancestor and her party took down as the city fell.
Bear Brielle?
Brariel.
Can you spell it for me, please?
Bririel.
A little bit of tea.
And he says, well, I guess if you're going to get aggressive, this is a perfect time to test this body's limitations.
Or fucking Biblio.
Roll me some motherfucking initiatives.
Fucking rolling, baby!
You can't make me. You can't make me.
So we start at the top with Saren.
Oh, I'm feeling attacked. So
Well, we all are. Particularly right now.
Definitely.
I'm gonna. We had a long rest, so we got everything, right?
Yeah,
We got every fucking-
you guys have had multiple long rests.
I like that.
I need you to roll initiative. I feel attacked.
I feel very attacked. I'm gonna use Spirit Guardians.
Ooh.
Because they're all around me, and anything within 15 feet is gonna have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Bro, I love those fucking spirits.
Listen, I don't. Just on a sidebar, and then I'll shut up. These things might explode. I played Baldur's Gate one time. I don't know if it's real or not. So if they all do explode, I regret to inform you, we're all fucked.
Only one way to find
That
out.
being said,
This
pop off,
isn't
King.
Baldur's Gate.
What's the DC for the
This ain't
save?
your old father's gate.
The DC is 16,
Definitely not.
and I'm assuming that they're mud, so they're not smart.
Bud.
Well, it doesn't matter how smart they are. It matters how wise they are.
No, they're not wise.
Well, they're not wise enough because they all failed.
15.
15 on
Good.
those 3.
And they take double damage because mud versus sun. You know, dries them out, makes them all crusty.
Oh yeah, they need lotion for sure.
For sure.
Or does it just make their AC go up because now they're hard?
Pause.
Ooh,
Pause.
well.
Red Riot!
And I also want to bonus action my spiritual weapon. I want it to appear right next to Biblio.
Is it a scythe again?
Okay.
That is one way to get into someone's attention for sure.
Mm.
He's a widowy got a scythe.
Can it make like a
What
shing
do
sound,
we?
you know?
Do you want to put that like in front of us?
No.
Actually, I like that you put it behind him so you can just slice him in the, just stab him through the back.
Mhm.
Through the back.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Bro.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not the highest. But,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Doesn't feel great.
Does that does Dad do it?
That does it for me.
Okay. You're gonna see Biblio is gonna nod his head with an interested expression and kind of gleam towards Sabas a bit. He's like, oh, and he kind of like moves his hand a bit and snaps his finger. You're one that we need as well. And you're
What
gonna
do we
see
need?
the Mephit
I don't
one.
like it.
The Mephit that didn't get hit is going to use his mud breath on you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Counterspell.
It's a spell-like ability. It can't be countered.
Fuck. 14.
That does not save. As the mud breath comes at you, you are restrained. For 1 minute, you get to make a save each turn. But while you're restrained, your speed is at 0. Attack rolls against you are at advantage, and your attack rolls are at disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Does it say specifically what kind of attack throws? Does it say melee attack throws or ranged attack throws?
Attack. All the above.
Damn it.
And then it is going to go ahead and try to attack you with advantage.
It does the mud breath and attacks?
Does a 9 hit? Or sorry, 19.
No.
19.
What the
God.
fuck?
19.
Go back to the other one.
Uh,
You know
5,
what 19.
5
you know what
damage.
19 hits me. Ow.
And that is that's turn. Dubbager, you are up.
Ooh, I am up. Hey. See, from my area, what I would want to do is shoot him. But then I do have a fire arrow, right? I just bought them.
No, he had to make them, so you do not have them at the
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, he didn't have any on hand at all then.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had to make them.
Shoot.
You'll get them for the
For the
match.
tournament. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if he had some on hand and he had to make more for me later. So I just have regular arrows.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I will shoot him.
Biblio?
Yep.
Okay. 16, you see he kind of just snaps his fingers and his shield rises up and deflects the arrow.
Jesus, firing 16.
Child's
Then I
play,
am going
please.
to go 5, 10, 15. I am going to hide.
Okay, so you did that. Balasar.
Neat. I'm gonna pull out my short swords, and I'm just gonna slash at the Mephit right in front of me.
Okay. Short sword's making a comeback.
Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay, well, with my two-handed attack, that will be my first strike of that turn. How about a 24?
That one will hit.
Okay, and I'll put my Colossal Slayer since that one got hit previously,
That is
right?
correct.
Okay, so 5 plus my D8. 9. A total of 9.
You see, as you slice into it, you actually catch its wing, but you get a lot of like mud on your sword as the mud kind of like reconnects with the wing to reattach.
Gross. So like, is my sword just like inside the wing right now?
No.
Okay. So I slash it,
Yeah,
and it just kind of like
it
comes
kind
right back.
reforms. Yeah.
Playface. They're all moist.
All moist. Well, with that, I'm gonna put the swords away
Well,
quickly and just do a quick
So
roll.
you have 2 weapon fighting.
Right. That was my one action.
You use 1 action. You get 2 attacks per action.
Right. Those 2 were my one action, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Because it's main attack, and then this one's your bonus attack hit.
Right. But
But
it counts as
But then
my one attack. Yeah. So in that swift movement, I'm going to quickly sheath and get the bow right out point blank for my second attack.
Okay.
Don't you get disadvantage when you try and hit a bow at point
Close
blank?
range.
Unless he has point blank shot, in which case he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
13?
Do you have point blank shot?
No.
So you roll at disadvantage. Since he's literally right in front of you.
I had a 13 and a 14.
It hits.
Okay. 14 piercing damage.
You see this method as you shoot the arrow directly into its face just collapse into a puddle of mud.
I moved 2 spaces up, and I'll end it there.
Okay. Method 2 is going to move up and try to use its mud breath on Saren.
So it's gotta not only make a wisdom saving throw.
You're right.
Its movement is halved, but if it's just coming to me, it doesn't matter.
It fails.
Joke's on you, movement.
The
of
wisdom.
5.
What was it?
It fails.
It gets hurt again. Let me hurt it.
Let me hurt it.
I'm gonna make it hurt. 17.
These fuckers cannot be hanging on that well.
Okay. Now give me the dex save for mud breath.
Let me roll my dex save. 12.
Nope. That is lower than Sabas, which means that is a fail. You are restrained.
That's not good.
Nope. And so it's gonna give you a nice swing at advantage, and that is gonna be over 20. Wow.
That's not good either.
I had to roll damn near a crit for that. 3 damage. Would you look at that?
No, my health.
Depleting.
And that's turn. Maelthorin, you are up.
All right. Well, my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and summon Susie, my undead. I never did pull your CSV. I forgot you made this. Honestly, it's been a hot minute.
Oh, do I have to roll concentration? I'm sorry.
Oh yes, yes you do.
All right, just
the
ask
damage-
the teacher for the homework, okay?
The damage was only 3, so your base DC to save is a con save of 10.
That's a nat 20.
Them things are still flying around.
You over
Did I
here
break out? Am I no longer restrained?
That's not how that one works.
Oh, okay.
You concentrated so hard.
I just look at them. I'd stare daggers at them, and they're a little frightened.
Oh, wait a second. While you get your Susie figured out, Balasar, I am gonna need a dex save from you because I forgot about their death burst.
Death burst. Sorry, deck save.
Yeah.
Death
Oh, what?
burst.
Oh, you
24?
saved. You're fine.
Death burst.
Yeah, the mud method also just kind of explodes.
No, they're not supposed to pop like pimples.
I think I'm gonna cast. You know what? I'm not gonna bring out Susie. I'm gonna do a putrid. I always do Susie. We're gonna bring out a putrid. I don't have a name for it. We'll make it different.
All right, changing it up.
Changing
The
it
fuck
up.
is a putrid?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do. Actually, I like where you placed it. I'm gonna move him up right here. Actually,
Okay.
the 90 feet radius. So I'm gonna put him right there, and I'm going to go ahead and since my action's now done, his action starts. I'm gonna go ahead and do rotting clay. So I'm gonna roll a d20 for the rotting clay. Nope, doesn't matter. Does a 2 hit?
You still have to add your spell attack.
I mean, come on now.
What
Do you really want to put me down? You really okay?
It still
Does a
still doesn't
5
hit. It's
Yeah,
more
does-
than that, but okay.
It's 3rd level spell.
Right, but not you don't the spell level gets
the spell
added to the
attack
damage.
modifier. Oh,
yes.
it's 10. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay,
10?
sorry. Does a 10 hit? No, 9. So it'd be 9. Sorry.
Okay,
Does
no.
a 9 hit?
No.
Okay. Wow, I was 1 off. Okay.
No, I thought you said
was
that
kind
you
of
I
cruel.
thought you said that you add No.
That far off.
I thought you said that you add 10. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
Okay. No, it's total of 10 does not hit.
Well, then my turn is owned. Done.
Uh-huh. And Mephit 3 got absolutely demolished. So, Sabas, at the beginning of your turn, you can make your dex save at disadvantage to try to break out of being restrained.
Beginning or end of my turn? Pretty sure it's
Beginning.
the end of my turn, no? Oh, really? It's
I don't
supposed
have it
to
written
be-
down, so I'm just gonna say beginning. Fuck it.
It's usually the end.
Merry Christmas and happy birthday.
16.
Yeah, you break free of it.
Cool.
We're gonna say we're gonna say that your movement is still 0, but now you don't have any disadvantage.
Okay. What would I like to do? I'm gonna go ahead and 5-foot step to dare. I'd like to Eldritch Blast. Let's do this middle method. This one.
Okay.
Method 2.
See, I did
I
label
will
them.
use 2 of them since I get to. Since I'm an adult. I'm a big boy now. First one. Does a 14 hit? I don't think I get advantage because of flanking
No.
range stuff. 14 hit?
Yep.
First Eldritch Blast does good old 7 damage.
Okay.
And do it again. Natural 20 for 25.
Absolutely.
Oh, shoot. Pretty good. 15 damage.
Achoo.
Force, by the way,
Yeah.
for the
yeah.
purposes of damage mitigation.
The first one goes and it kind of puts a hole through the wing, and as it's kind of like regrowing in the mud, you hit it directly in the like center part of its back, and you see as it kind of like gives out a little bit of a screech and then explodes. I'm going to need the putrid. And Saren, you're already restrained, so you don't need to. Or did you save? No, you didn't save. You're restrained, so you don't need to worry about it. So after Sabas, it is the last method to go, which is the one next to Saren,
Surprise, surprise.
and it
It's
is
gotta
going to do an attack.
Roll.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
got to roll.
Fails. Give me that damage.
Oh, he's gonna get hurt. 16.
16 damage. Not bad. Not bad.
These guardians.
But it did just roll a nat 20 on you. So this is almost max damage.
Oh.
20.
Oh. Why'd you do that?
Can't believe you done this.
And that is its turn. Biblio's up. You see that he is unfazed by the weapon behind him, and you see that he goes back up into his levitating stance. His legs crossed, levitating a few feet up, and he just kind of puts his hand on his cheek, just kind of like waving his finger, and you see like he's trying to like calculate stuff inside of his brain. He's like, no, I can't handle that yet. I can't. Fuck it. And he's just gonna shoot off magic missile, which is a guarantee hit. He's gonna do one on each of you.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
So that is
Welcome back, Travis.
that
Prepare
is
for missiles.
Can I counterspell?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You use your reaction on counterspell. He kind of starts waving his finger, and as he's about to unleash the magic missile, you see the magic in his finger just dissipate, and he goes, "No fun at all."
Eat shit.
We are back up to the top of Saren.
That's for Saren's grandma.
What do I have to do to break free?
Great.
Make another dex save, but since you are restrained, the dex save is at disadvantage.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh raggy. Does a 6 work?
Nope. You are still restrained, so your movement is 0 and your attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Your spiritual weapon's not an attack.
That's true.
Your spells
I
are
can
slow
use
on
it.
attacks, unless you're spell attacking.
Ooh, you know what? Boy. So,
boy.
here's what I'll do. I'm gonna use Magic Circle on Biblio.
I think that's a ritual, buddy.
Nope. Casting time 1 minute.
That is
1 minute?
Is this hold that's on me a spell? Or am I just encased in mud?
You're encased in mud. It's a spell-like ability, so it's not a spell.
Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to use that on the method next to me.
That is a dex save.
Yes.
Fails.
It fails, and so it shall be hit.
Not rolling good on the saves, but
It takes 8 damage.
you see that method also explodes and go.
Methical.
I'm already muddy. You can't hurt me. And then I swing my spiritual weapon again.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
16.
Hits.
Get it.
Get it.
Get him.
It does 6 damage to him.
Okay. You see, as you strike him for the first time, you see for a brief second he kind of winces, and you see where the eyes that were completely blacked over with the purple pupils, you see the right eye goes back to when you first saw him, a normal blue colored eye, and you just hear, "Please help," as you see black encroach onto the eye, and he goes, "Ugh, stay put."
Okay, we gotta help him.
Okay.
Method 1 is the only one alive. Let's go, Maelthorin.
It's gotta roll.
5, 10, 15. A dirty 20.
Well, hey, it doesn't not hit.
It still takes half. It takes half damage.
No.
Well, no, this is for the save for spiritual.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were on the hit.
No. Which, since he did use his mud breath, he would be in that square. He was kind of like in the middle, but
11. So, half. Take
Okay.
that 6 damage.
now for his attack. 10.
Doesn't hit.
Damn. Dubbager, you are up.
Dubbager.
Okay. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. And do I get a sneak attack at all?
Well, you have an ally within his vicinity, so
Right,
yeah.
I'm going to attack and attack since I got dual wielding.
Mhm.
So first attack. Nice.
Definitely hits.
And second attack.
And that also
Only one.
hits.
Okay, first attack. Do I get any bonus?
You get your sneak attack.
So 19.
Nice.
And then my second attack hit with. That's a 1d4?
Yeah, daggers
They're
are
offhand.
D4s.
Oh, that okay, yeah, okay,
That's
yeah. So for another 5.
Okay. So you use 15 feet of your movement. You used your action and your bonus action. So you still have, what, 15? Your movement's 30?
15 more feet.
Yeah,
Um,
if you want.
I'll go back to there.
As you leave its threatened range, it's going to get an attack of opportunity and whiffs it. You are too quick for the mud.
Too quick to get hit.
Too quick, can't get hit. Balasar, you are up.
Cool beans. I'm gonna take this bow and shoot an arrow at that pesky mephit.
You do that.
I do that. Does a 19 hit?
Uh-huh.
For kicks and giggles, I'll use my Colossal Slayer on this guy as well. 10 plus 4, 14.
Give me a dex save, Maelthorin. As this arrow pierces into the mephit, it just
Sorry, buddy.
explodes.
14.
Well, that is a fail.
Damn.
So you are just covered in mud and restrained.
Sorry. I'm going to
It's fine.
with my bonus action, can I cast Hunter's Mark level 1 on possessed Biblio?
Mhm.
And I'll take my second attack. I'll shoot at him as well. Ooh, not 20 for a 30 to hit.
Ooh.
15 damage?
Rough.
Oh, wait, I didn't put my Hunter's Mark on that. Hold on. I keep forgetting what that is. D6. D6. Get over here. 18 damage.
What an attack.
See, as your arrow pierces into him, he just kind of grunts and just yanks it out. And another brief moment where now both of the eyes are completely back to normal, and he goes, I was just in the streets. I was getting food. Stop it.
Keep hitting him.
I will not let this go any farther, you damn peasant. This body is not capable. And you see he's going to use a legendary action. As he's like, well, this has been enlightening. And he glances at both Sabas and Saren. I do hope that you both survive long enough to meet me again. Because I want, and he looks at Saren, I want to use your blood to absolutely eradicate any hopes that that woman had. And he looks at Sabas and goes, and you might be the one to actually understand how to use our power.
And I'm like struggling to get out, and I'm just like, you can't have him.
You can't have him.
As he does a flick of the hand, and you see in that moment he just disappears.
Yes, bro. Give me a roll.
You are going to
Give me
have to
a
roll for
fucking
this
roll.
because he is casting
What?
this at level 9.
That's okay. I got to roll for it.
You do have to roll for it.
I do.
What are you rolling for? Hold on. What are you rolling for?
He's he's
Counterspell.
trying to counterspell.
I have a counter scroll.
You can't stack it.
Well, no, but then you don't have the roll for it.
Either way, you have to roll for it.
You have to roll for it. It's level difference.
That's true, I guess.
I just have to roll that flat d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck!
Your
No, but he is still
counterspell-
hunter's marked.
For an
True.
hour.
For an hour.
Your
Unless I get smacked hard enough.
your counterspell does not take purchase.
No. You win some, you lose some.
And as he disappears, we come out of initiative order.
Summon my
As-
scythe back to me so it can shatter this rock around me.
Yeah. You guys easily break out, and if not, it only lasts a minute, so it kind of goes away.
Oh, that was sticky.
I tell Pewdie to get over here and take all this mud off me, that bastard.
Pewdie.
Pewdie the putrid.
Putrid. I'm still sticking with Gertrude.
Okay.
I got one more, and it's gonna be a
Another one on you.
But yeah, so that encounter ends, and as you guys head to your spot, we are going to end with you guys reaching to the lake right outside of Violet Hall, where we can continue talk about this encounter and anything else that you guys may wish to discuss next time.
And as I kick it, right, that's when the camera pans around, just like it does in the Matrix, watching me get ready for the kick, and I just obliterate it back towards Saren.
Not that I brought us together. I think that they all make their own decisions and whatnot, but I feel like I was just like, hey, what if we did a thing and then we were attacked? So fate kept us together, more so than us knowing much.
I have a couple problems, and some of them are big. They're all kind of big.
And look past it towards the water. It's red. You see the bodies of all of your mercenary friends.
The issue that we might run into is that I'm going to run into is where is Davonmere in relation to Carnavia?